Everybody's got an opinion. Every Californian and Virginian. It's so hard to tell who to trust and who to ignore. Someone's gotta settle the score. Trey and Chelsey will help you choose whose views win, which ones lose. Online haters are coming for you. Baby, it's time to review the review.
All right, welcome back to our coverage of the Yelp reviews for speed dating for New York Minute. Okay. In part one, we heard the 1-star review. And now, as we've been teasing, we are going to hear the other side of the coin here, Trey. Now we're going to hear the 5-star.
Yes, but before we do, Chelsey, I think it's time that we take a quick little spin on the Meryl-Go-Round.
Let's do it.
I don't feel like an icon. Most of the days I feel like I can't. That's with an A.
All right, here's the deal. Trey and I have each picked a rotten, scathing, pithy, 1-star zinger. And with 30 seconds on the clock, we'll take turns trying to recite the zinger in as many genres as possible.
Just like Queen Meryl Streep, who does it all.
Before the clock runs out.
All right.
All right, Trey, you go first.
You want me to go first? Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, in honor of the love theme, I found this 1-star Walmart.com review for a Jessica Simpson perfume called Fancy Love.
Fancy
No
love.
idea.
Okay.
And this is not Amazon customer. This is Walmart customer. Because they don't want to self-identify.
Yeah.
Now their subject is, it's a no for me, doesn't smell right. But their review is, it smells like hairspray.
Okay.
Which I thought was so funny.
All right. I'm gonna strap you into that giant can of hairspray from like Hairspray the Musical, where they like bring them in
Betty
like a
the
Trojan
Screamers.
horse.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Of course I do.
Okay. So that's what you're strapped in on. Here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Shakespeare.
It smells like a hairspray.
Adult film.
Smells like hairspray.
TLC reality.
Smells like hairspray.
Disaster.
It smells like hairspray.
Televangelist.
It smells like a hairspray. Jesus Christ.
Disney.
Oh, it smells like hairspray.
Magic show.
It's like hairspray.
Okay, I'll give it to you. You gave us a visual.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Trey, that was really good. All right, you got 1, 2, 7, Diva.
Oh,
Very good.
Thank you.
Amazing job. Okay, my 1-star zinger. I decided to explore the LA side of speed dating in my 1-star zinger, and I found a company called the 3-Day Rule Matchmaking. This is a 1-star Yelp review that is written by Cynthia S. And the review is quite succinct. Terrible.
Oh, wow. They don't
That's
hold
it.
back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, are you ready?
3, 2, 1, go!
Melodrama.
Terrible.
Disc jockey.
Terrible.
Opera diva.
Terrible.
True crime doc.
Terrible.
Magic show.
Terrible.
Yankee.
Terrible.
Lifetime.
Terrible.
Spy.
Terrible.
Mime.
2, 1,
WWE.
Terrible.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
I'm terrible. I only
You
had
did
one
it.
word.
But still, you had the clarity of mind.
Oh, thank
Good
you.
job.
Thank
you really
you.
did it.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. Well, I am so excited, Trey, to hear this 5-star review because I obviously have my opinions. about New York Minute, and I want to see if you can sway them. So start us off.
Yeah, let's take a little gander over here. So
Okay.
today I have this 5-star written by Elizabeth C.,
Okay.
who lives in Brooklyn, New York.
Brooklyn in the house.
And here we go.
Okay.
I won't use NY Minute dating services anymore because I already found my Mr. Right through one of their events. I recommend their speed dating events and their singles cruises to all of my friends, all the time. Some of my friends have met their significant others through these events too. They really do work. I had attended 3 past events. One was a speed dating event on Valentine's Day in 2012 at a venue called Slate on 21st Street and 5th Avenue. The second speed dating event was at the DL on Delancey Street. My final event was not a speed dating event. It was one of their singles cruise around Manhattan on March 26th, 2013. Great drinks, great music, great people. Parentheses, I made lots of new friends that night. And I met my BF that night there. Highly recommend.
Okay, so by cruise, do we mean the Circle Line?
Is there you were waiting on that. It's their single. She's tying at herself.
I mean, it's got to be the Circle Line. Oh my God, sorry. No, you had me cracking up. I used to live right near the Circle Line, so.
So that is the review.
Okay. I thought you had something else to say. Okay, so this feels a little saccharine to me, Trey. I have my thoughts on this. I don't know that this is an authentic review. I shouldn't be so accusatory right out of the gate because maybe there is a world in which this is Elizabeth C's truthful experience, but something just smells fishy because I feel like the whole review was like just an ad. It was like, I met my husband and so did my friends. You know what? I gave it 3 times. Once at Slate, which I love, by the way, on 21st. I used to go to acting school right next door. Love Slate. It's great. Once was at Slate, one was downtown, and the third was the big one, the cruise around Manhattan. It just felt very sales pitchy to me.
I see that read on it. Like, it's interesting to me because all of the specifics feel a little unnecessary. Like, I don't need to know that it was at the DL or whatever. Like, that's weird. But I actually appreciated, like, it was actually the singles cruise that's not the Circle Line that, like, was profitable for me. But
Right.
now that you mentioned that, I am sort of like, oh.
I'm sure that's like the most expensive event, you know? So I don't know. It feels a little odd. I agree with you. I also think the specifics that they gave, I wish they had spoken more about their significant other. I wish they had been like, I met them and like, this was, I don't know, just like gotten more into what they were both doing there and how they met and why they were such a good match. And just like something to make me feel like this relationship is real.
So that was written April 22nd, 2015.
Okay.
On December 2nd, 2018.
So 3 years later.
We get an updated review.
Oh God, okay.
I got engaged over the summer. My fiance and I met at an NY Minute dating event. I couldn't be happier. I wrote an email directly to Jen at the company, and she wrote me such a nice email congratulating us. I didn't know if she would remember me since it's been a few years since I last attended one of their events, but she did. They offered to pay for our wedding pictures / video as a
Mhm.
gift. How
Yep.
sweet is that? They're really amazing people.
Okay, now I'm even more convinced that this is fake. Or
Really?
and
Wait, really?
or like extremely coerced.
Really?
Yes, Trey. They're paying for their photo. Like it's just like, okay, so if I meet my significant other on your thing, then you're gonna pay for my wedding photos. Like it just feels so. I don't believe it. You sent me a picture of the engagement ring. I mean, it could be
so
anybody's hand.
Elizabeth has also attached a photo. So you'll see it up on the screen now.
Am I just like a total cynic because I'm single and I just like don't want to believe that this is true? Maybe. I don't know. But I also feel like it's just like too complimentary.
But maybe that's just the verbose way that Elizabeth speaks.
It could be. It could be. All right. The spelling and grammar was
Well,
fine.
Right. Like, is there any unique, valuable information? I would say if you see a photo of an engagement ring in a review of this thing, then that's probably going to be valuable. If we look a little deeper, are we starting to
But
question?
if this is the same company that has actors and stand-ins, I feel like it's pretty easy to find. Like literally, you could just Google a picture of an engagement ring.
Touche.
Yeah,
I have several for drag.
that's right.
And
that
this
could be
looks
your
like,
hand.
This looks like, how dare you? I have much prettier fingers. No offense, Elizabeth. That was a joke.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Spelling grammar is fine. Like, there's not really anything to talk about.
Right. And then obviously been going back and forth on the truthful shady. The shady scale is high for me, but maybe I'm a cynic.
Well, it's funny because I didn't get that read on the first one.
Okay.
Like, at all. So, except I was like, why is she saying like the restaurant? Like, this is so weird.
Yeah.
But when you started putting it out, I was like, oh, but then it is sort of like, oh, I totally buy that.
Right.
And then I'm also like, it's so valuable. I know how valuable it would be to have a engagement ring
Totally.
review. That
Right. You mean like it's valuable for the company?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, there must be, at very least, there's like a big incentive. Like if you write us a review and like you've met here, we will pay for your, like there's got to be.
We'll pay for your wedding pictures.
Exactly. I thought she was going to say they paid for the freaking wedding.
I know. I thought it was going to say that at first too. Like what?
Okay.
Yeah.
So do we think that this is common? I mean, you were in the 5-star world. Did you come across other engagements?
To be fair, there weren't that many to pick from.
Okay.
Just full disclosure.
Sure.
And the ones that were sort of like, they were like cynically realistic that it's like a crapshoot. I mean, no matter how you go about dating, no matter what this convention is that you put around it, it's like,
Yeah, I think that's it. I think I wish there was a little bit more of that in like that groundedness in the review where it was like, I had the hardest time dating. I had the hardest time. Like, give me something. Give me story. Okay. All right. So
I feel that too. Like something, I don't know why, but something doesn't. I don't like
if it was
Elizabeth.
that easy, you wouldn't even need the speed dating. Like, I don't know. It's like, give me a little drama, Elizabeth. I want more.
But sometimes people don't have any drama in their life.
How is that possible, Trey?
I don't know, but sometimes people just go to a singles cruise and they get engaged.
I guess. But then I even more so think that Elizabeth is the anomaly. Were we humored? I was humored by the circle line.
I thought you were going to say Elizabeth is the devil. I don't know why I thought that's what you were going to say.
No, I don't think that they're the devil. I think they might be Jen.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
Well, right.
Jen, let us know. Was it you? Defend yourself.
Humor, entertained.
I told you I was entertained by the circle line, but I'm entertained by the idea of calling something a cruise that is just like a little like dip around Manhattan.
Oh, but like so many companies do that.
I know.
I don't know how entertained I am. My whole perspective has been shifted from this conversation. So that is entertaining.
Okay, interesting. Yes. Okay, so the impact. Do you feel like if you are just looking at Chris C and Elizabeth C, comparing their reviews, do you think it's worth it to go to this company?
Maybe this is the proof of concept on these versus episodes, because I literally came into today being like, there's no denying it's like a f***ing engagement ring. Like, that's what you want. But I feel so influenced by Chris C's One Star.
Yeah.
That I'm like, let me go back and look at these other 64 reviews, because I don't know. I feel like the truth always lands a little in the middle.
Yes.
But where Chris C had so many meticulous points about X, Y, and Z that could be fact checked or exaggerate, whatever. We don't get much of anything from our 5-star, which may be like the proof, a picture's worth 1,000 words. But even the fact that the hand isn't like with the man, or like maybe you don't want to put his face on, but it's like, I don't know. Yeah. I really feel completely different than how I thought I would at this coming into this episode.
All right. Well, I think you should think about that while we crown. Should we do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
The queens are tabulating. Total score.
Okay. I'm holding up 2 crowns. Trey's holding up 3.5 crowns. I'll go first. I just don't believe them. I think that maybe I'm a total cynic. And that's where the 2 crowns came from, because I could be totally wrong. And Elizabeth C, maybe really did. You're the one in a million and you met your person. It's totally possible that it could have happened. But because I didn't have any gravitas there, I didn't have anything else to really balance out the review. It felt really saccharine to me. And because of that, I could only give you 2 crowns. But Trey gave you 3.5. So why'd you do that?
Just because in the details, Elizabeth points out they took the cruise in March of 2013. They leave a review in April of 2015. And then they show the engagement of December of 2018. So there's a long enough... I don't know. The whole timeline of this Yelp review section is confusing to me.
Yes.
With when Jen chooses to reply. It's like... Also... It's worth nothing, but there is a reply from the owner that's literally, "Hi, Elizabeth. Thank you very much for sharing your experience with the Yelp community." Like, that's your reply to someone who has an engagement ring photo?
Weird. Especially considering how passionate we were about our last reply.
And when you like offered to pay for their pictures and videos, like you just wrote one sentence.
Right. Odd.
Something's odd.
Something's weird.
Something's weird
fishy.
In this porridge.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use this company. Sorry.
I don't know. Guys, if you have been to any of these events, let us know in the comments. Are there any like speed dating organizations that you do recommend? Let us know in the comments, because I feel...
And like, what makes a good speed dating event?
Oh,
asking our audience.
I think being clumped into groups based on your favorite diva.
I think so. I think that was a great idea, Trey. Someone should take note of that.
Watch, that's going to become like the next $1 million idea.
Right? Better be patented by us. We have so many patents here on Review That Review. All right. Well, that was super fun. I'm glad that we did that. Thank you again, Taylor, for the suggestion. I feel like it was a good one. I think this was fertile soil. And I'm really glad we did this. Love you, queens. Keep your crowns up. We'll see you on Wednesday for an entirely new topic. I wonder what it will be.
So curious.
So curious. With my beard.
And please like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things. Do the big one. It's free for you. It's so meaningful to us.
So meaningful. Thank you so much for being here. Love you. See you soon.
Love you, queens. Bye.
Bye. Sign up directly on Apple Podcasts to hear our weekly members-only after show. Unlock additional benefits when you become a Patreon member at reviewthatreview.com/Patreon. Follow us on all the socials at The Review Queens and join our mailing list at reviewthatreview.com. Our kvetch line is open 24/7 at 1-850-REVIEW-0. Don't be a mashugana. Call the kvetch line today. So fun.
Honestly, I'm so glad I don't have to do a speed dating event.
Well, because you're married. Some of us might need to actually go on speed dates.
I just think that even if I was single, that is not the environment for me to thrive in.
It seems like very stressful. Like it's just too, but also maybe it's good because if it's speed dating and I'm
You're
like,
next.
this is awkward, it's thank you next. I don't know.
But I don't know, something about that. Just how does anyone?
What if we did a
thrive?
review, like a review queens speed dating?
What would
And-
that be?
Okay, so it would be like you'd be looped together by your favorite review platform. And
Oh, yes. This sounds good.
would talk about maybe you would share like a favorite review and see if you like get along based on your decided humor about reviews.
The Kleenex review
The Kleenex review
that we
That's a
both
good-
brought in.
We did. I re-listened to that episode recently. If you haven't listened to it, it's a winner. It's from
Thanksgiving.
the first Thanksgiving episode. All right,
Queens, we love you guys.
Queens, we love you. See you
Mwah.
soon. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, Queens. Click here to subscribe and click here
For more videos.